Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros. Baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with that? Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and no winter.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And fighting down inside the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Dancing away at the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, Green Bay.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Still going. Touchdown, Packers. Tony Pollard, 58 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A solid stiff arm. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
60, 60.
They go play action here on first down. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
His first throw of the season is intercepted. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now Johnson throwing to start the drive. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks.
First down. A gain of a yard. And the Packer first down.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. And I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
He'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Timberwolves, go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Torrey Horton, 54 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
As the crossing route, it hits Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's first and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, Brandon, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They go back to Pollard on second down. 25, touchdown, Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Rig! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Ready?
The play-action fake. Going to look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Okay, break! Check smash! Check smash!
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Drop 50! Drop 60! Bobcat!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Got it. Ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10
70,
at the 17-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give to Pollard running left. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. The 20. 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marshawn Lloyd, 43 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
37-yard line. 70 Timberwolves. Come 19. 18 Rattler. 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Back to throw again. And quickly finding Reagor. I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are back within a score. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting into shreds.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
23 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Johnson off the play fake. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Johnson. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Back to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Micah Parsons in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
That's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, set.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Come on, set. 70-19 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now it's the backup Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He finds his man. Complete. It's Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Darnold now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6. And he got there in time to make the tackle.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Open man's corner, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Down to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Darnold loses it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, and now fourth down, so they have to move the leg.
I do think, though, we're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. It's on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60.
Up the middle they go. It's good. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Try to end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. But a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marshawn Lloyd, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now they give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a lot.
Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, lost it there, big fumble. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Play action, it's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out in the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here we go, set.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Set, hut. 50, green. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
32-yard line.
Darnold. Rolled in over the middle by Roger. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
11 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Unfortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Set, ready. 10 black. Set.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. The CD always